Today I'm going to talk about how to qualify or vet an offer. This is my offer selection criteria. It is the qualifying framework that I personally use to vet if an offer is worth my time. This can be used across high ticket offers, mid ticket, and affiliate sales roles. You can use it for B2B or B2C offers. So let's dive in. There are 5 primary criteria that I use to vet if an offer is worth my time. First, it's proven results. Second, it's target market fit. Third, it's owner integrity. Fourth is lead flow. And fifth is earning potential. So let's dig into each of these. The first criteria is proven results. Does the product or service actually deliver transformation for the prospect? Will the prospect be transformed financially, spiritually, emotionally after using your product or service? So let's talk about how to discover if this is true. What you're going to want to do is you're going to want to look for at least 10 to 20 client success stories on the offer owner's website, on their social media, on Google search, anything that's publicly available. You'll want to make sure that there's a healthy volume of client success stories so you know that that transformation is being achieved through the use of the product or service that you'd be selling. The second is talking about refund rates. So you'll want to sit down with the offer owner and understand, what do the refund rates look like? Are they above 15 to 20%? If yes, that's probably a red flag. Offers with less than a 5% refund rate are considered strong in most online industries. So you're going to want to look for that figure. Refund rates, of course, are a signal that the product or service isn't working too well for the customers. So that would be a red flag. Now, if the product doesn't deliver, ultimately, you won't be able to effectively sell it. There'll be chargebacks, there'll be poor reviews online, and you'll essentially end up being apologizing to your prospects on each of your prospecting calls. So this is really the first figure. If you don't see results, stop here. The next criteria, target market fit. Is there consistent demand and buyer pain points? Is there a consistent demand for this product such that there is a market or an audience that is out there that is buying or willing to buy this product? Does it solve for a pain point? And is there a market that's willing to purchase it? There are a couple of ways that you want to go about vetting this. First is you can simply go on Google, any search tool, and you can look at trends. Is search volume for this product growing over the years? Are there at least 3 to 5 competitors who are already making money in this space? You want to do a bit of competitive analysis to understand, is this the first product or service in the market, or are there others that already have proven out the concept? Ultimately, you can't force demand. So if the target market isn't already searching for a solution that you are selling, then you'll spend your whole career pushing a boulder uphill. This is critical. You'll want to make sure that there is a competitive footprint, there is a proven concept. Now, if you're someone who really loves adventure and you love working for products that are first to market, that's awesome too. Just know that you'll take on some inherent risk in the buying cycle if you start to sell a product that's first to market. The third criteria is owner integrity. This one is arguably the most important criteria in my offer evaluation framework. What this essentially means is, can you and the offer owner stand behind the brand without hesitation? What are your offer owner's values? What are their beliefs? How committed and dedicated are they to the success of this offer? Some offer owners can create a product that ultimately is a second or third tier aspiration or dream for them that sits within a suite of already successful products that really they're just creating as a nice to have. Other offer owners can create products that they're betting their life on, they're betting their savings on, they're betting their time, and they're investing all of their energy in. This is so critical that you really vet the offer owner's integrity and their overall sentiment about their offer. How invested are they? How dedicated are they? What proportion of this offer represents the time that they're investing in building and scaling their business? You want to look at things like, how transparent are they about churn, about revenue, and about challenges that they faced when building their business. Building and launching a product is hard. How transparent are they with you? And do they recognize where their strengths and where their weaknesses are as a leader? You'll also want to look for reinvestment of profit. Do they reinvest their profit into scaling the business? Are they running ads? Are they hiring and building out their team? Are they working on their fulfillment so that they operationalize it and optimize it? It's a really good sign if the offer owner is reinvesting profits in the business, because that means they're serious about scaling it. The offer and the founder are so important to the success of you as a seller. And the founder is half of the offer. So if you can't stand behind them with confidence, neither will your prospects. Next is lead flow. Lead flow is something that we talk about all of the time as sellers. What that means is there a reliable pipeline of qualified leads? Lead flow is oxygen. Without it, you don't have a sales role. You have a guessing game. You're throwing darts at a wall and you're hoping that they stick. So always ask, how are buyers getting into this funnel? I repeat, always ask, how are buyers getting into this funnel? Here are a couple of great questions you can ask. How many net new leads are there per week, per month, per day? Anything that's less than $300 to $500 a month, especially for digital offers, is pretty risky. Is the offer owner running paid ads? If the cost per lead is under $50, then that's usually a sustainable process. Let's do that again. Is the offer owner running paid ads? A $50 cost per lead or under is usually sustainable. The next thing you can ask is, what does the consistent inbound look like from LinkedIn, YouTube, or podcasts? Essentially, do they have multiple channels where they're bringing in leads? That will help you diversify your lead generation portfolio and your ability to take calls with a diverse set of buyers with less overlap so that you have the greatest opportunity for success in your close. Next, earning potential. Do commission structures reward performance fairly? You as a seller, especially as a commission-based seller, rely on a successful offer so that you can earn your commission and you can survive. So this is extremely important. Here's a good example of what a closer and a setter could make on a pretty solid offer. Your offer and your compensation is typically comprised of OTE. That's on target earnings. So what does that realistically look like so that you can make your quota? If we take these two examples here, we have a closer and a setter. Typically, closers generate 10% of commission on each sale, and setters are getting a 5% kickback. So let's say your earnings per deal are $8,000. You're selling an $8,000 product. As a closer, you'd make $800 on that. As a setter, you would make $400. Let's say you're able to close 10 deals a month. That would be $8,000 for the closer and $4,000 for the setter. That means your annualized OTE, multiplying that by 12 months in the year, is $96,000 as a closer and $48,000 as a setter. So at 10 closes a month, that is $8,000 for a closer and $4,000 for a setter. Annualized, that's $96,000 for a closer and $48,000 for a setter. You can do the math like this for each of your potential offers to figure out what is realistic based on the lead flow, based on the offer owner's integrity, based on earning potential, based on proven results and client success. These are all great ways for you to vet, can I actually hit my OTE? And these are just some examples of the range that you'll experience. So that's all. I went through my offer owner framework. Please let me know if you have any questions, and I will see you inside the Closer Factory.